Hi, I'm Jared, and in this video I'm going to show you how LagBuster eliminates lag from online games. If you haven't watched it yet, on cgent.com there's a video entitled What Causes Lag. In that video I explain how packet congestion is the main cause of lag in online games. I suggest you watch that video first because I'm going to be using a very similar network in this video to show how the LagBuster eliminates the problem of packet congestion and in turn eliminates lag from your online games. Now we're going to take a look at a very similar network to that video. This network has more bandwidth than the network from the previous video, but you can still see that the router and modem form a funnel, slowing packets down from a very high bandwidth inside of the home to relatively low bandwidth when the packets are uploaded to the internet. The green packets are game traffic, and the blue packets are other internet traffic on your network, such as web pages or email. Remember that if the blue packets are let out of the router modem funnel before the game packets get delayed, and the result is lag in your game. Now we are going to install a LagBuster in between this network's router and modem. The LagBuster keeps the router modem funnel, or buffers, clear by putting non-game packets into the LagBuster's own smart buffer. This creates a free lane to the internet, which ensures that your game packets are never delayed. As soon as your system sends a game packet, it is immediately put onto the internet, no matter what else is happening on your network. The LagBuster can measure how much bandwidth your games require in order to be played lag-free, and it can adjust the size of the free lane or reserved bandwidth accordingly in real time. If you and a friend are playing online games on two systems at once on your network, the LagBuster will ensure that the free lane is big enough to accommodate both systems' game packets. If you are playing alone, or you're playing a game offline, the LagBuster will throttle the size of that free lane to fit your game's needs, so no bandwidth is ever wasted. Only time-insensitive packets, such as web page or email packets, will ever have to wait in the buffer. But the buffer they are waiting in is not inside the router and modem, it's inside the LagBuster's own smart buffer. The LagBuster's smart buffer provides another huge advantage to your network by dramatically increasing the overall efficiency of your network, or throughput, in two ways. First, by preventing dropped packets and retransmission of those packets. And secondly, the LagBuster smart buffer can pack traffic more tightly, sending packets at a higher rate and using every bit of bandwidth that isn't being reserved for your online games. To explain how the LagBuster provides this advantage, I have to introduce one more variable into our simplified model. When you purchase an internet connection from your ISP, they provide you with two numbers that correspond to your upstream and downstream bandwidths. A typical cable connection has something on the order of 20 megabits per second downstream and 4 megabits per second upstream. When talking about lag in online gaming, the upstream bandwidth is of far greater concern because the router and modem do not form a funnel during the downstream flow of traffic and therefore do not cause packet congestion. The numbers provided by your ISP correspond to the height of the red bar at these points where the packets leave and enter your home network and are uploaded to the internet. Those numbers, however, are not fixed. If we focus on the upstream bandwidth, we can see that the bandwidth that you pay for is constantly varying, meaning that at any given moment, your router and modem don't know how much traffic they can really send to the internet. This makes your network extremely inefficient since your hardware is constantly sending either too much or too little traffic, which results in either dropped packets or wasted bandwidth respectively. Websites such as speedtest.net provide you with a bandwidth measurement and ping time. To measure your bandwidth, these sites measure the time it takes to download and upload a file, then they divide the size of the file by the time they measured. Measuring bandwidth this way gives you an average speed rather than an instantaneous speed. The bandwidth is varying even during the 30 or so seconds the speed test is running. Average speed is like standing at the end of a drag race track and measuring the time it takes for a car to make it from the starting line to the finish line. Instantaneous speed is like being inside of the car and taking measurements by looking at the speedometer. Average speed is worthless for improving the performance of your network because your actual available bandwidth may never be equal to your average bandwidth over a period of time. In order to improve the performance of your network, you need to know your actual available bandwidth instantaneously. The LagBuster provides you with a speedometer for your network. There is literally a computer inside of the LagBuster that allows the LagBuster to measure your actual bandwidth in real time. Your LagBuster always knows instantaneously exactly how much traffic it is capable of sending to the internet. The LagBuster uses that information to control the flow of traffic out of the LagBuster's buffer, which increases your network efficiency dramatically. The ability to take instantaneous measurements of the available bandwidth, combined with the ability to take instantaneous measurements of the bandwidth required to play your games, allows the LagBuster to reserve just enough bandwidth to play your games lag-free, while also ensuring that the rest of the traffic on your network takes full advantage of the remaining bandwidth. Basically, your LagBuster allows you to maximize every kilobit of bandwidth that you pay for. Your old router modem setup was constantly leaving you shortchanged by only taking advantage of a fraction of the available bandwidth and causing your game and overall network performance to suffer as a result. With a LagBuster in your network, never again will your router and modem slow down your game packets from reaching the internet. When you pull the trigger in an online game, instead of waiting in line at the router and modem, your game packets are uploaded to the internet at nearly the speed of light. LagBuster lets you finally unleash the power of your game.